Hey YouTubers, today will be a video about the Ridgeline 13 model. I just recently bought this vehicle, and apparently this is a common issue with our Ridgeline. I've been shopping for a Ridgeline for about a month, and every Ridgeline that I've been in, this has been disgusting. It's peeling. This is a 13 model, by the way. This is 2017, and it's a 13 model Ridgeline, and this is what I get. So we're gonna replace this. I believe some say that Honda's actually gonna replace it for free, but I didn't know that. I already bought the part. It's only like $9 on eBay. I took the two screws in the back, so it's lifting up right now. But there's two more screws up front that I need to get to. But to even get there, I have to actually remove this this whole panel right here, and then remove that, just to remove this cover and get access to the screw behind those two doors, behind this panel, to remove the whole console out. That's the only way to replace those two foam pieces, is to get the entire console out. I don't mind doing this right now because I'm actually in the midst of installing my head unit, and I'm trying to install a USB mount in here. So it's kind of a good thing that I'm doing this all at once instead of doing it one time and then doing it later. So I got the USB cord right here, so I'm just gonna run it underneath all of this and into this console right here, inside here. I was gonna do it like right here, but I'm not. It just looks tacky, so I'm just gonna run it into the center console. So far I've taken out this non-ashtray bin right here. You just pull it out to get access to that screw. There's another screw right here, and another screw on the opposite side, and then you just yank it out. That's pretty much it. And of course, there's plugs behind this whole panel. After that, you get that out. You just gotta pull this up. Let me see. Let me see. There you go. Yeah. So once you get that out, you pull this up, and then of course you have your access to the door right here, and then you have the two Phillips screws, and then you pull the console out. Let me show you the back side of it real quick. This is in what is it, February? So it's pretty cold out right now, so I can't really show you a video of step by step, but I'm just showing you the overview basically. That cover right there, this is all push pins or push tabs. You just yank it out and it'll come right out. Depending on what model you have, it varies by harnesses. Mine has two harnesses, one here and one right there, so be aware. Other than that, oh yeah, and you have two 10mm bolts on the side right there, so that would allow you to lift it up. All right, that's I'll get back to you guys right after I get the other bolt out, and then yank those two that little tray right there, and then of course that panel, ashtray panel right there, that cubby right there, and we'll get to replacing these. Alright. Okay, so once you remove the cubby here, I think the hardest part is removing this piece right here, the underlap piece. It's just a really tight squeeze. And the only thing, it's only held on by clips right here, right? But you have to push back the center console just a tad bit so that there's clearance for you to pull this out. You can see that where I'm stressing out the plastic right here. That was the only way I can get this out, which is intended this way. It's not like I did something. It's just not like I missed a step. You start from here and you go backwards. And yeah, the only way to get this out is I forcefully pull it out, and this is what happened. You stress out the plastic just a tad bit. So, and then of course you have the two Phillips right here. And once you get that out, you can pull out the panel and see what's underneath or behind these two panels, and see what's going on, what's holding the center console down. Once that happened, of course, you can just go ahead and yank it out and just change the foam. There is no other way. There's no shortcut to replace the foam without taking the center console out. There's just no way of doing it. So it's very labor intensive just to change that piece. I've got the revision model. Hopefully it lasts longer than some say it does. It's a little disappointing to see that something as simple as a cup holder foam deteriorates with a car that only has 39,000 miles on it and 3 years old. So a bit disappointed seeing that kinda. Let me remove this cover. I'm not sure I can do it on camera. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, it just came right out, surprisingly. So these two were actually the one that holding the whole console down. Surprisingly, now it's out. So I'm just gonna lift this whole giant console up and take it out and see what's going on. I thought there was gonna be more Phillips or Torx screws on the side that's rocking it back and forth, but really all it was these two screws. Luckily I didn't lift it up too high, or you would have broken these tabs off. So let me get going on that one and go on from there. Okay, so once you get the console out, there's one tab here, two tab here. So basically, it's down like this. You pull it out, you get two flathead, right? And you push these tabs at the same time, so you can disengage it from the rails right here. These will prevent these little notches right here. It's actually a stopper, so it wouldn't go any further. These are the clips right here. See how you push it back. So, and then of course you have the Torx screws. 6 of them. You remove 6 of those screws, and this will come apart. And then of course you can change the foam. Overall, probably maybe about half an hour to 45-minute repair. Like I said, it's very labor intensive just for these goddamn foams. Alright, let me replace those foams and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, the moment of truth, guys. So I just took the cover off. There were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws underneath. 1 here, 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 screws, and it just falls right off. Very low torque, by the way, so it's not a bitch to take out. So this does look like the same one that I've got, the so-called revision with the reinforced plastic back here. So it does look like I will have the same issue again, unfortunately, but I don't care. I just bought this truck. I want everything to look new. Probably gonna be the last time I kind of replace or repair this. So I'm just gonna install this and put it back together. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I guess I will answer them. So while I had the console out, I bought one of these USB aux plug to install it into my double din. I have an aux plug, but it's so far from my reach that it's like annoyed just even using it. So I'm just gonna I bought one of these for like 15 bucks. Put in the console right here, right there. So what I just did was I got a digital caliper reader, and you know, measure it precisely, and I'm just gonna make a little I'm gonna Dremel out a little hole right there and make it a perfect fit. So right now I just finished Dremeling the hole for the aux and USB port. Unfortunately, the plastic isn't thick enough to actually clip it on, so it just wobbles back and forth like this. I mean, it's locking in, but it's just the plastic's not thick enough where it can click in and stay put. So I just got a heat gun warming up right now. I'm just gonna glue it in, and hopefully it'll just stick, you know, permanently. So kind of sucks that didn't work out as planned. I mean, I could super glue it, I guess, and then hot glue the other side. I mean, that would work. But yeah, it's all right. So, but yeah, it looks pretty OEM. You know, just open it up and then close it. Yeah, I like it. So I just got the aux and USB port hot glued around. That's how it looks like on this side, and on the other side, looks pretty good actually. It's almost OEM. Pretty impressed with myself, you can say. See, I just still want to. Let me see. Oh yeah, so it's pretty. It's already pretty firm already. See. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with that. This hole right here is actually the light, so I'm just gonna put that back in later. But yeah, it's pretty solid actually. I mean, I wouldn't touch it until it fully cures. But yeah, I like it.